Welcome to this exploration of how Stoic philosophy can help you build more meaningful and valued relationships. As a Stoic philosopher and storyteller, I'll guide you through 7 practices that can transform your interactions with others and increase your sense of self-worth. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that our value comes from external sources, our job title, our social media following, or our material possessions. But the Stoics knew that true value comes from within. By focusing on developing our character, cultivating meaningful relationships, and living in accordance with nature, we can build a sense of self-worth that is unshakable. As Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In this video, we'll explore how to react to life's challenges in a way that builds our character and increases our value to others. 1. Cultivate self-awareness. The first practice to become more valued is to cultivate self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to see ourselves as we truly are, without judgment or illusion. It's the ability to recognize our strengths and weaknesses, our values and motivations, and our place in the world. As Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." By cultivating self-awareness, we can gain power over our thoughts, emotions, and actions. So, how can you cultivate self-awareness? Here are a few tips. Take time for reflection. Set aside time each day to reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Practice mindfulness. Focus on the present moment without judgment or distraction. Seek feedback. Ask for feedback from trusted friends, family, or mentors. By cultivating self-awareness, you'll become more aware of your values, strengths, and weaknesses. You'll be able to make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and increase your sense of self-worth. 2. Develop emotional intelligence. The second practice to become more valued is to develop emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize and understand emotions in ourselves and others. It's the ability to empathize with others, to communicate effectively, and to build strong relationships. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." By developing emotional intelligence, we can better understand ourselves and others, and build more meaningful relationships. So, how can you develop emotional intelligence? Here are a few tips. Practice empathy. Try to see things from other people's perspectives. Develop self-awareness. Recognize and understand your own emotions. Improve your communication skills. Practice active listening and communicate clearly and effectively. By developing emotional intelligence, you'll become more aware of the emotions of others and be able to build stronger, more meaningful relationships. 3. Cultivate gratitude. The third practice to become more valued is to cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the good things in our lives. It's the practice of focusing on the positive rather than the negative. As Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." By cultivating gratitude, we can shift our focus from what's lacking in our lives to what we already have. So, how can you cultivate gratitude? Here are a few tips. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Practice mindfulness. Focus on the present moment and appreciate its beauty. Share your gratitude. Express your gratitude to others, whether it's through a kind word or a small gift. By cultivating gratitude, you'll become more aware of the good things in your life and be able to appreciate them more fully. 4. Develop a growth mindset. The fourth practice to become more valued is to develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's the belief that we can learn and grow, and that challenges are opportunities for growth. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By developing a growth mindset, we can overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. So, how can you develop a growth mindset? Here are a few tips. Embrace challenges. View challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Focus on the process. Focus on the process of learning and improving rather than the outcome. Learn from failure. View failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. By developing a growth mindset, you'll become more resilient, more adaptable, and more open to new experiences and challenges. 5. Cultivate empathy. The fifth practice to become more valued is to cultivate empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's the ability to see things from another person's perspective and to connect with them on a deeper level. As Seneca said, "We are all in the same boat, and we should help each other. By cultivating empathy, we can build stronger, more meaningful relationships and become more valued by others. So, how can you cultivate empathy? Here are a few tips. Practice empathy. Try to see things from other people's perspectives. Develop self-awareness. Recognize and understand your own emotions. Improve your communication skills. Practice active listening and communicate clearly and effectively. By developing emotional intelligence, you'll become more aware of the emotions of others and be able to build stronger, more meaningful relationships. 6. Develop integrity. The sixth practice to become more valued is to develop integrity. Integrity is the practice of being honest, transparent, and authentic in all our interactions. It's the practice of doing what we say we'll do and being true to our word. As Epictetus said, it's not what you do, but how you do it that matters. By developing integrity, we can build trust with others and become more valued and respected. So, how can you develop integrity? Here are a few tips. Be honest. Be truthful and transparent in all your interactions. Keep your promises. Do what you say you'll do and follow through on your commitments. Be accountable. Take responsibility for your actions and be willing to apologize when you've made a mistake. By developing integrity, you'll become more trustworthy, more reliable, and more valued by others. 7. Cultivate resilience. The seventh and final practice to become more valued is to cultivate resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to adapt to change, and to overcome obstacles. It's the ability to stay strong in the face of challenge and to emerge stronger and wiser on the other side. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." By cultivating resilience, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and become more valued and respected by others. So, how can you cultivate resilience? Here are a few tips. Practice mindfulness. Focus on the present moment and let go of worries about the past or future. Develop a growth mindset. View challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Build a support network. Surround yourself with people who support and encourage you. By cultivating resilience, you'll become more adaptable, more resourceful, and more able to navigate life's challenges with ease. Conclusion. In conclusion, becoming more valued is not just about external validation or recognition. It's about developing our character, cultivating meaningful relationships, and living in accordance with nature. By practicing self-awareness, emotional intelligence, gratitude, a growth mindset, empathy, integrity, and resilience, we can build a sense of self-worth that is unshakable. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By reacting to life's challenges with wisdom, courage, and resilience, we can become more valued and respected by others and live a life that is truly fulfilling. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of Stoic philosophy. I hope you found these practices helpful and that you'll continue to explore the wisdom of the Stoics in your own life. Remember, the power to become more valued is within you. It's up to you to cultivate it.